Okay.
Rav Shimon Omer, Abel Bishamru Talis Koine Dinner Zov, that if you do a Mashicha on the talis, which is the object, the other party has a kinyan in the gold, the ain dinner Zov Koine Talis, but if you do Mashicha on the money, that doesn't do anything because it's not in when you compare a Zov and a garment, Zov is always money. Bikomokum kachalocha. Aval Amru, Mishapor, Manshe Doraflog, Manshe Stone Vamor, Mitzrayim Bayam, who ostly pour Mishena Oime Bediburo. Mikra Din, even though Mikra Din it's not required, there's still a klala if you go back on your words. Bidvarim, Lokan. If you just talk about the transaction, there's no kinyan. It's just, there's no klala, but Vachoizerbo, Ein Ruach HaChomim Noichemen. Chachamim not happy. V'amrava ein anu lanu el ein ruach chachamim noichemen, but not the klala. So dvarim ve'ikabay dayu mos. There was money there, and there were words. Then you have the klala of mishapar. Dvarim ve'leka by dayu mos. If there's no money, they're just talking. Then loy koy ba'avel. It's just they talk about doing a deal, and then he goes back on it. That does not lead to a klala. Amar of a crow must need some asylum Reish Lakish. A pasuk and a baraisa supports Reish Lakish. That minatorah most are not koine. Kra tichsiv v'chichesh b'miso b'fikadon o b'chumas yad o b'gazel o ashaket amito. Chumas yad Amar of Chizda. It's like giving a deposit to somebody. That you have to deny that the guy gave you a deposit. You go on Sheichad Lo Halove Kli Lava also. The borrower designated a Kli to serve as a collateral. He doesn't want to return what he borrowed and also not give the collateral. Ashak, Amrav Chizik, Klila Shako. He gave to a worker a deposit to promise that he's going to pay him, but then he took it back and didn't pay him. Vichiahadre Krei, when you talk about returning something that's stolen, when he sinned, O es ha'oshek asher oshak, o es ha'pikon asher avkarito. Bilu chumas yad lo hatre. But the pasuk didn't go back on chumas yad, my time, huh? Lav mishum demechzra meshicha. Meshicha wasn't done to the item. The lova didn't give the piece of collateral. The malva didn't actually reach out and take it. So he does not require korban shvu if he lied, because there wasn't really a kfiras chayfetz. So without Mashiach, there's no kinyan gomer. Armalei Rav Papa Rava, Ema me'usha kudahadar kra. The Torah went back on the din of holding back payment to a worker. There also is not a kfira, a certain object. But Achmayaskinon, Kigon Shanotlu Mimenu, actually took from the worker, and there was a kinyan, or the worker took actually the item. Then he gave it back to the Balabayas, and then he denied it. So there was Kfiras Chayfetz. So why is that different than a Pikotin? I do Pikotin. What's the Chiddush? Tregav the Pikotin, two types. Somebody goes to China and leaves an item there. And in the case of the worker, where it wasn't just a Pikotin, it was supposed to be a collateral. Ihachi Shumas Yad Nami Lahadri. Why didn't the Torah bring back Shumas Yad? The Lukman has set it up Kigon Shanotlo Emena that the malva, the borrower had taken a collateral with Mashiach and gave it back to the lover. Why didn't it give us that case? It says no. Iadri cry. If the pasuk would have repeated that lo tiyuftav lo siyata, it wouldn't have been a kasha, but it wouldn't have been a support. Hashtag lo adri kra Messiah lay. Now that the Torah didn't come back and repeat it, then it's a support. Break the Gemara. Shumas Yad Lo Adri did the Torah not repeat it? It did. Vatanya Amrav Shimon. Minai Litenis Amr Lamala Lamata. The whole pasuk that was mentioned initially occurs in the second pasuk. The sieve, O Mikol Asher Yishavav L'Sheker. Anything that he swore falsely. So that is Choizer and adds to everything. What did Rav Shimon come to teach me? That even if you didn't give the collateral to the worker, but then you gave it and he gave it back to you and you didn't give it back, so Trumas Yad was mentioned. So Badei Mia Lo Adre Krei. But B'Mefurish it was not mentioned. You have to learn sort of Agav. Now, Masnisa Minon, where's the Baraisa? That's a support to Reish Lakish. The Tanya. Nosna Lebolon. The Bolon is a launderer. And the person gave a coin of Hegdish to the launderer. Mal, so he's over Me'ilah. V'amarav Dafka Bolonhu. The Lo Machzor Meshicha. I'm sorry, we're not talking about a laundry. We're talking about a bathhouse. So here you have to pay an entrance fee. So there's nothing to be moishech. Just you have to enter. But other transactions where there's a lack of meshicha, lo mol ad moshech. There's no meal until the party did meshicha. So coin mos are not koinos. Yeah, the Kenyan's only been Meshicha. Vatanya, Imnosan Lasaper, if you gave the same Hegdish money to a barber, mall. The Sapar Abai Lemimshach Tisparas. He hasn't grabbed the hair of the person. A Goyish barber, there's no din Meshicha. Tanya Malachi. Nosan Lasaper, you gave Hegdish money to a barber, any kind of craftsman. There's no meal until he did Meshicha. Here, before it says the sapper, the barber is more right immediately. And this place says until he does Meshicha. Depends. When there's no din Meshicha, that's by Goy. And just by giving the money, there would already be Me'ilah. Ramino. The Chenam Rav Nachman, Dvar Torah Mos Kono. Rav Nachman said, Minat Torah, money is koine. Udbart Kalevi b'masnisa. Levi checked the various missions that he had. Ba'ashkech. And he found the same thing. If you have money of Hegdish, im nosno lis lesiton, you give it as a down payment that you're buying a lot of fruit. Mal, he hasn't done Mashiach on the fruit. So just by giving the money, there's already a kinyan. Seems from here that there's already a kinyan just with giving money. Kashal Reish Lakish, Amach Reish Lakish, Hamani Reb Shimoni. It's a seat of Reb Shimon, not the Chachamim. Where he said makes no difference whether the Lokech and the Moicher can both go back on it because he holds Mos or Konos. I'm going to stop here.
All right.
Pick up tomorrow. Tonight, 8 o'clock, Tzorba, and tomorrow, 8 o'clock, Daf Yomi.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to learn tomorrow at 6 o'clock again.
Okay.
Tomorrow we'll learn at 6 o'clock again. Send that out.
Okay, okay. Shkoyach.
Wednesday 6.